welcome back, everybody. It is Monday, so we are talking all things relationships. And today we're asking, how does spirituality play a role in your life? And of course, we're back with clinical psychologist Asha Dulab to unpack this topic. So do weigh in with your questions and comments on our Facebook page. We would love to connect with you this morning.
Asha, thanks for sticking around. Really interesting and quite a deep topic, obviously, because it forces us to kind of face up to a lot of things that we often aren't ready to, maybe. But a year like the one we've just experienced will force you to face up to it. It's been like a big mirror has been put in front of us. Why do these times of stress and crisis and often loss force us to engage our spirituality?
So we are all seeking some kind of purpose and meaning. So, I mean, especially in this time, we are asking much more deeper questions. You know, the famous saying, life is short. I think it really just brings us to the here and now and the present moment. So it's raising our self-awareness. It's raising our connection to others, even though we are in isolation. Our relationship with spirituality is really developing vastly because we are asking so much more deeper questions. There's so much gifts from the corona that it's teaching us.
And we have. It's been one shared human experience. The whole world has had to go through this gateway together.
Yeah. Absolutely. I want to touch on why it's so important, you know, to just focus on spirituality when you're in a point of mourning or loss, and like this pandemic has brought so many of us.
Yes, I mean, I think that it provides us with some strength, inner strength, some solace, a peace of mind and a peace of heart. We go back to the prayers because it gives us that sense of understanding and acceptance to what is happening, to deal with the challenges that we are facing in life. And we pray with complete gratitude, asking for guidance, for protection, for strength, for nurturance. And I often wonder if our prayers were our thoughts, if our thoughts were our prayers, how would we relate to others? How would we relate to life in general every single day? I think that we mourn a lot in life. We are mourning our childhood, we are mourning the loss of our pets, our friendships, and especially this time, there's a lot of mourning happening on all levels.
Loss of work. And
yes,
yeah, it might
absolutely.
sound like a superficial thing, but so many people have lost so much. Our president has asked, because of the culture within this country and so much stock being put into giving those that passed the right kind of religious ceremony. It's something that is so important to South Africans, yet we have been asked now to delay funeral and mourning processes that have been proven now, unfortunately, to raise serious concerns around the spread of COVID-19. What sort of effect has this had on the country, do you think? And how can, in this case, when religion has to take a step back, how can spirituality help us through that?
It really gives us the opportunity to look within. I think that we resort to other rituals. I mean, how beautiful that the president asked us all to light a candle at midnight. And it just reflects that, you know, the whole mourning process, the whole experience of life is within us. It's all enshrined within us. And so it's an individual plus a collective process. But we are forced now to look at this whole process of mourning differently. Do we need the rituals and the practices to mourn? Or do we actually start, is it a journey that's intrinsically within us?
And I love what you're saying there. It is a journey. It's not a destination. You're going to always keep discovering yourself. But what if someone wants to start this journey of being spiritual or being a bit more aware about understanding this? What would be some steps or maybe just a way for them to open up the space into being spiritual?
I would say spend more time with people, get to know other religions, other cultures, ask more questions, read a lot, ask, see what resonates with you, what fits with you, what you feel comfortable with. Go into prayer. Meditation is a very good way of trying to connect to your higher sense, your higher source, your higher energy, whatever you want to call it. And breath work, calming down, being silent, and practicing gratitude. I think that we need to focus on just being the loving kindness, having empathetic joy, you know, being happy for other people's successes, and having that experience of equanimity, being equal-minded. It all plays a very, very big role in this whole journey of spirituality.
And I would say right now, spare a thought for those who have lost someone due to COVID-19. It used to be we knew someone who had it. Now we know someone who's lost someone to it. So you can continue to ponder that. In fact, Asha and Jared Ricketts are going to be continuing this discussion on Facebook tonight.
Absolutely. At 7 p.m. Facebook Live, Jared and I will be extending and chatting more in depth about this.
Well, you can engage firsthand, but thank you to all of you for engaging right now. Very important opportunity.